Hi, hello, how's it going? And I'm starting this vlog very late. Well, you've seen other clips, but this is the first time that you're seeing me and my phone's plugged into the charger. Same old story, different day. But happy Christmas Eve, everybody. And a thank you and well done if you've been keeping up with the vlogs. So, anyway, I've been reading The Snow Child by Eowyn Ivey. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that author's name incorrectly. You're speaking to a dyslexic. Right, and I've currently got up to chapter 5. I must say, it's been written very well. It's written quite descriptively, not overly descriptively, but very descriptively. So if that's not your thing, you are going to struggle with reading this book. The way there was a big metaphor with snowfall. So upon starting this book, I got very confused because we're introduced to Mabel and Jack, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, we're thrown in with Betty. And at first, I thought, hold on a minute, we've got Mabel and Jack, and now suddenly Betty's thrown in out in the middle of nowhere. But Betty is actually a business owner who Mabel bakes pies for in order to earn money. And then I'm blanking on his name right now, but basically Jack has, I'm assuming a like a work buddy, or a colleague, and basically their families kind of get to know each other, and I'm not 100% sure where they are exactly. I'm assuming somewhere in Alaska, and just muting the telly. I'm assuming they're somewhere in Alaska, and we're basically following how Mabel is acclimatizing to this. I think Mabel has got some real anxiety issues, so trigger warning for mental health issues here. I don't know yet what her issues, what the whole story with that is yet, but if anything really. And also there's another trigger warning for loss of a child and issues surrounding getting pregnant, like fertility issues and stuff like that. Yeah, but the metaphor surrounding like snowfall is technically like, because if you live somewhere where snowfall is particularly rare, and I mean like south of England, for example, then the way the author is depicting that as snowfall is once in a blue moon, like you would describe, say, a miracle, for example, or a wish on a star. That is basically what I'm depicting, is how the author is depicting snowfall. And then suddenly they pack up to Alaska, where snowfall happens very regularly, and yes, I have to say it like that. So it's very interesting the way it's written. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's not how I originally thought it was. I thought it was a twist on the Snow Queen, the original Snow Queen. I doubt it is like that, but it is very interesting. So I am going to continue to read and see how I am. I'm almost at the 10-hour mark in my 24-hour timed readathon, so I'm doing very well. I haven't read any more of the audiobook of Jingle Bell Rock. I still think it's weird. I can't keep up with the couples. I don't know which one we're following. I will say, though, it's a very good message to the LGBTQ plus community. I will say that. I haven't read enough books that gives positive messages to the pride community, I will say. I need to read more. And I'm saying that as a heterosexual here. So I need to read more. And there is one that I do want to read. I forget the name of this book. Is it Felix Ever After? I think it might be. I need to look it up, and if I find the cover, I'll stick it here. But I need to read that. So, watch this space.
On 2,200. Michelle, what's your charity again?
The Alexandra Wiley Tower Foundation. So thank you so much. Lindsay will be so happy.
You've been so good. Really lovely.
So hang on, who's won?
Shooting Star Chase hospices for children and teenagers with life-limiting illnesses.
Amazing. You've been such a good sport.
He was like a toddler having a tantrum. I would love to see Michael Ball and Alfie Bow on here, either teaming up together or against each other. I think that would be hilarious.
A very happy new year for her charity by adding another £50,000 to what she's already won. Let's find out if she can do it after the break.
It doesn't look very up to date. It's a tiny charity because it's for cleft lip and palate. I know because our family lived it. But my mum back in the 60s had to save so much money just for my brother to have speech therapy lessons and so on. And this will provide that kind of thing for children today.
Fantastic. Your money as well. So 6,600 for your charity and 4,400 for your charity. Give us a quick reminder of what they are.
Shooting Star Chase, just children's hospice.
Alexandra Wiley Tower Foundation.
You've been amazing.
Private communion.
And we'll see you very soon. More praise and Happy New Year.
There was a version of this that used to play at discos, and it started off like this, and then it would speed up towards the chorus where it goes, the elephant, da, 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 da.
Fight on.
Right on, honey.
Only a half hour.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you've had a good day. And I have my first Disney ears. I've got Minnie and Mickey. The lighting's awful, I apologise. But basically hot chocolate Mickey and Minnie. I'm going to sit up a bit. They are hot chocolate Minnie and Mickey, and they came with a Christmas Loungefly, and they're okay comfort wise. They're more comfortable than I thought, and oh my god, they smell of chocolate. I didn't realise that. They actually smell of chocolate. They actually smell of chocolate. I did not know that. Holy cow. Right, enough of that. I haven't actually read anything today, but I got given 2 books for Christmas. Another Pam Ayres edition of poetry. Stick it in here. And I got given this by my wonderful, wonderful godmother. Thank you, Chris. Noel Streatfield's, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Christmas Stories. I've read a couple of Noel Streatfield's books. I believe I've read, I think I've read Ballet Shoes, and I think I've read Theatre Shoes, I think. It's been a while since I've read them. But this is just a collection of short stories. And I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And I really want to read it. Do I start reading it now? I have no idea. Because I'm in the middle of reading 2 books already. I think I need to hurry up and read those, to be honest with you. So, back to reading Charlotte, Pride and Prejudice. Prejudice Continues. Now you see why I have to say words like that, syllable by syllable. And Snow Child. So I will continue reading them, but if I get bored, I may jump into this, or I'll go into Pam Ayres poetry, or I might jump into She-Hulk on my Kindle. So who knows? I wasn't kidding when I said I was a mood reader.